is Nelson Bonilla with Legacy Outdoor Living, and we are back at Rick and Sharon's Reveal. So let's take the virtual walk. Last time we were here, I think we were on day 3, and at that point we had the traditional pergola structured and attached to the house. We had yet to insert our lattice panels, which you can clearly see there. We went ahead and inserted 2 full wet 52-inch fans with a light kit, so we're gonna have a decent amount of air circulation. It's already pretty warm back here, so that's why Sharon decided to go with the heavy lattice and the pergola, because as you can see, it casts a very nice dense shade. I promise you it's got to be 10-15 degrees cooler in this filtered sun. So we went ahead and stained everything a Navajo white. It's a little brighter than the existing trim, only because it's so much newer, but it will soften up and blend very, very nice. We went ahead and also stained the existing fence and all of the other lumber that we had. As you can see, everything blends very, very nicely. We also discussed upgrading their stairs out of the French doors back here. We used a the Venetian 3-piece megalith, so that came out very nice. That's a good transition into the upgrade of the pavers. The pavers they had here just were, simply put, outdated. So what we did was we brought in 460 square feet of the megalith pavers. Let me see if I can't get a good shot of that. It's got a textured finish, as you can see, gives it sort of a stamped concrete feel, but we used a nice creamy tan color, and this is 100% permeable, by the way. It's just a standard sand infill, so as the water hits, most of it will run because we set a positive grade, but anything that does linger will just penetrate through the pavers and disperse itself underground, so that we're not contributing to any excessive water flow to the surrounding neighborhood. We also talked about the walkways that we were going to provide for Sharon. When I was here last, we had a couple of options here. We had an option of bending one ever so slightly, but Sharon chose the more formal, which I think she chose right, of a straight path, and we just inserted some of our pavers in there to give us a harder surface to walk on. The infill is just a standard small pea gravel, and then we just put some traditional brown mulch along the outside of it. We also talked about the rear gate over here. We opted out of a traditional or a formal walkway and just gave us a nice pea gravel base, and just inserted, this is Sharon actually, Sharon and Rick inserted these pavers here. I think they did very good. If you remember, there was weeds and some remnants of grass everywhere. We went ahead and dug all of it out to give us a nice clean surface. We inserted the 4 standard single trunk crepe myrtles on the perimeter. That's going to cast a nice heavy shade as well and provide some privacy. As you can see from the windows just beyond there, that canopy is just going to stay very high and provide us some filtered privacy. So all in all, it went really well. We had a few weather delays But Rick, Sharon, you guys were fantastic to work with. Thank you so much for trusting Legacy Outdoor Living with your backyard project. We are extremely proud at how everything turned out, and we are going to share this with absolutely everyone. Thanks again, guys. Till next time.